Right, welcome to the Inside Story with me, RKB. You're, of course, on Lemon News. And of all the discussions that have taken place in all the channels, and of course on the internet, by the way, is far more truthful than all the channels put together. Mr. Arun Jaitley's budget, lots and lots of dissent, lots and lots of debate. But on one thing, everybody, everywhere is absolutely certain. It's a great budget. ऐसा हर एक ने कहा है, हर चैनल ने कहा है, मैंने नहीं कहा है, और मैं बजट के बारे में क्या समझता हूँ, क्या सोचता हूँ, उसके बारे में मैं बात करूँगा अभी। लेकिन आज तक जितने भी डिस्कशन हुए हैं, जितने भी उद्योगपति हैं, जितने भी व्यवसाय वाले हैं, जितने भी व्यापारी हैं, हर कोई यही कह रहा है कि भैया बहुत अच्छा बजट है। अगर बहुत अच्छा बजट है तो सेंसेक्स जो है वो 1000 पॉइंट ऊपर क्यों नहीं गया? अगर बहुत अच्छा बजट है तो हर जगह पे तालियां जोर जोर से क्यों नहीं बज रही हैं? अगर बहुत अच्छा बजट है तो हर एक की शक्ल पे छाया क्यों पड़ी हुई है? Is everybody scared that what happened to Deepak Parekh is going to happen to them? Remember, it is Mr. Deepak Parekh of the HDFC who said that the ease of doing business is not there at all. Nothing has changed in the last 9 months, and today Mr. Deepak Parekh has not been seen or heard. Now, at the moment with us, of course, Pradeep is there. That is Advocate Pradeep Nambiar, and of course our old friend Professor Iyer, who loves this budget, just like he loved Suresh Prabhu's railway budget. So he loves Mr. Arun Jaitley's budget as well. Right, gentlemen. इस वक्त हमारे साथ हैं, इसके पहले कि मैं प्रोफेसर अय्यर की तारीफ सुनूं अरुण जेटली जी के लिए, लेट्स डू अ रियलिटी चेक। असलियत क्या है, जमीनी हकीकत क्या है, एक बार जान लेते हैं हमारे उस शख्स से जो हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं पिछले 10 के 11 साल से, और जो असलियत क्या है हिंदुस्तान की वो सबके सामने रखने की आज तक कोशिश कर रहे हैं। किशोर तिवारी जी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार नमस्कार।
राजीव कुंवर बजाज बोल रहा हूं, इनसाइड स्टोरी से, लेमन न्यूज से। किशोर तिवारी जी, हर चैनल पे देखा, हर चैनल पे सुना, हर उद्योगपति के मुंह से सुना, कितना अच्छा बजट है, कितना प्रशंसनीय है, बहुत ही बढ़िया है, हिंदुस्तान के अच्छे दिन आ गए। क्या विदर्भ के किसानों के अच्छे दिन आ गए किशोर तिवारी जी?
नहीं, देखो कैसा है कि वो जो चाहते थे वो बातें आई है, तो 10 में से 10 नंबर दे रहे, 9 नंबर दे रहे, मुझे कोई अचरज नहीं हुआ। लेकिन मैं जिन लोगों में काम करता हूं, तो हमने मोदी जी को चुना था, तो मोदी जी ने कहा था कि कांग्रेस के राज में किसानों की जो आत्महत्याएं हो रही है
जी,
वो उन नीतियों से हो रही है, और मैं ये नीतियां बदलूंगा।
दुरुस्त बात कहा था।
20 मार्च 2014
जी,
मेरे साथ थे दाभाड़ी के अंदर
जी,
जहां 2 दिन पहले मेरे एक मित्र जो एक्टिविस्ट भी थे, उन्होंने अपने 2 बच्चों को और पत्नी को और एक बेटे को छोड़कर आत्महत्या की। विठल राठौड़, उनकी पत्नी का नाम है रुकमा
जी।
तो यहाँ के अखबारों में छपा कि विठल भी रुकमा को छोड़ के चले गया, मोदी जी को आंसू नहीं आए जी। तो मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ कि मोदी जी ने उस वक्त कहा था कि ये एग्रेरियन इकोनॉमी को एड्रेस करने के लिए मेरे पास फार्मूला है
जी, दुरुस्त बात।
मैं एड्रेस करूंगा। उन्होंने मुझे कहा था कि सब इंडिया को हम कहेंगे कि हम तुम्हारे जो आप फसल उगाते हैं उसको दाम नहीं मिलते तो हम दाम देंगे जी। दाम देने के लिए उन्होंने प्रोफेसर एम एस स्वामीनाथन का जो नेशनल कमीशन ऑफ फार्मर की रिकमेंडेशन को मेरी सरकार लागू करेंगे ऐसा कहा जी। और दूसरी बात कही कि क्रेडिट का जो क्रंच आया है जी, तो जो कॉटन के किसान हैं उनको हम डेट रिलीफ देंगे, ये बात उन्होंने दी थी। क्योंकि ड्राईलैंड फार्मर जो है 40 डिस्ट्रिक्ट के जहां पर किसान आत्महत्या करते हैं, वहां पर पहले के डेट वेवर का फायदा नहीं हुआ था। तो ये 2 चीजें कही। और तीसरी बात थी कि कॉटन क्रॉप ये इंटरनेशनल रिसेशन में आया है, तो कॉटन के जगह सब्स्टिट्यूट करने के लिए हम जैसे वो पल्सेस के लिए कल बात की थी उन्होंने पार्लियामेंट में, पल्सेस के लिए करेंगे। लेकिन हम 2009 में प्राइम मिनिस्टर मनमोहन सिंह के साथ थे कि 2008 में उन्होंने हमको लोन वेवर दिया था। उन्होंने एक पल्सेस डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम चालू किया था। उन्होंने फूड क्रॉप जो और क्रिटिकली जो हमारे कॉटन ग्रोवर जो ड्राईलैंड फार्मर है उनको सेव करने के लिए प्रोग्राम दिया था, लेकिन उन्होंने फॉलो नहीं किया। हमने उनके वादा खिलाफी के खिलाफ पूरे विदर्भ और मराठवाड़ा के किसान मोदी जी के साथ चले गए या पूरे भारत के किसान ही चले गए, बोलने का मतलब है। लेकिन आज वो कहते थे कि किसानों का बजट है, किसानों का बजट है, लेकिन देखो ऐसा है कि ये बजट रेगुलेटरी मैकेनिज्म वाला दिखा। ये बजट में पॉलिसी पे कोई बात नहीं हुई। अब मुझे बताओ, प्राइस स्टेबलाइजेशन की कोई बात ही नहीं है। मिनिमम सपोर्ट प्राइस का वो जो फार्मूला है वो फार्मूला हम फेज मैनर में करेंगे बोल के भी नहीं बोला कि भाई चलो अनाज के लिए करेंगे हम कि इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लस 50% प्रॉफिट। दूसरा जो है कि जो लोग किसान के लिए बैंक के दरवाजे बंद हो गए हैं उसे खोलने के लिए मैं क्या करूंगा,
उसका कोई जिक्र नहीं है जी।
और दूसरी बात है कि एग्रीकल्चर के अंदर पूरे भारत के अंदर अगर इरिगेशन की इतनी बात करते हैं और इरिगेशन के लिए केवल 3,000 करोड़ देते हैं दूसरा माइक्रो इरिगेशन के 5,000 करोड़ देते हैं। मेरी विदर्भ की डिमांड है 60,000 करोड़ इरिगेशन का बैकलॉग।
दैट्स राइट।
और ये पूरे भारत की बात करते हैं तो कैसा है, गुमराह करने की बात है। दूसरा मुझे बहुत बुरा लगा कि यूनिवर्सल फूड सिक्योरिटी की जो बात होती थी और उसका एक्सटेंशन इनको करना था, उन्होंने उस पर बाईपास किया है और बीपीएल की ये बात करते थे और तो एनआरएचएम का इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं किया। जैसे कि यूनिवर्सल हमें हेल्थ सिक्योरिटी की भी जरूरत है। मुझे बताओ कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने 1 लाख रुपए में कहा कि 1 लाख के ऊपर नेशनल इनकम वाला आदमी अमीर हो जाएगा। तो हमने इनको कन्विंस किया था कि भाई 1 लाख रुपया नेशनल इनकम तो मजदूर का भी होता है, ये गांव के अंदर शहर के अंदर जो भाई बर्तन धोती है उसका भी होता है, तो उसको तुम फूड बीपीएल की फूड सिक्योरिटी विड्रॉ मत करो। सब बातों पर और सोशल सिक्योरिटी के कई बातों पर हमें देखो, गरीबों को अनाज चाहिए और किसानों को जगने का अधिकार चाहिए। इस दोनों चीजों को इन्होंने बाईपास किया करके हमने किया। नथिंग फॉर अस इन अरुण जेटलीज बजट।
राइट सर। मैं आपको जी किशोर तिवारी जी, मैं आपसे ये जानना चाह रहा हूं कि बार बार ये बात आई, कल जो इतना बड़ा भाषण दिया आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने, उन्होंने बार बार ये कहा कि मेरा जो लैंड एक्विजिशन बिल है इसमें अगर किसानों के विरोधी कोई भी प्रावधान है तो मैं इसको बदलने को तैयार हूं। लेकिन आज जब अरुण जेटली अपना बजट प्रेजेंट करते हैं, जिस प्रकार लोन वेवर की बात की गई थी डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह के कार्यकाल में और उसके बाद चिदंबरम साहब ने एक बार 62,000 करोड़ का लोन वेवर का अमाउंट भी दिया था, आज की तारीख में क्या हो गया है? क्या किसानों ने आत्महत्याएं करनी बंद कर दी हैं? क्या विदर्भ के अंदर और बाकी हर जगह पे कॉटन की मिनिमम सपोर्ट प्राइस उनको मिल रही है? क्या आज की तारीख में किसान को किसी भी मदद की आवश्यकता नहीं है? किशोर तिवारी जी बताएं।
नहीं, कैसा है, ये चीजें तो इनको भी मालूम थी, लेकिन इनका थ्रस्ट एरिया वो नहीं रह गया। और मुझे मालूम है कि आज उन्होंने बहुत चीजें छुपाई है। उन्होंने क्रेडिट रिस्टोरेशन की बात ही नहीं की। नाबार्ड को एग्रीकल्चर क्रेडिट में शॉर्ट टर्म आउटले कितना रहेगा बताया नहीं। जब हमने पढ़ा तो उन्होंने कम किया है। कैसा है कि आप पुराना एलोकेशन का तो एनुअल खर्चे ही 20% से बढ़ रहे हैं हेल्थ के अंदर और लाइवलीहुड के अंदर, तो आपको वो अलाउ करना पड़ेगा। और आपने जो कुछ पढ़ा उसमें उतना ही फर्क था कि जो चीज आपने जैसे कारपोरेट का टैक्स 5% कम कर दिया, ये चीज। दूसरा जो प्राइवेट और पब्लिक पार्टिसिपेशन के प्रोजेक्ट के लिए स्मूथनिंग कैसा हो इसकी बात की। और इनका कैसा है कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने सबको 2 दिन पहले कहा कि लैंड एक्विजिशन बिल ऐसा ही रहेगा, आप जाके दूसरे लोगों को समझाओ। तो कल मेरे दोस्त नितिन गडकरी आके बंबई में कह रहे थे कि ये 80% लैंड हम इरिगेशन के लिए ले रही है। ये तो झूठ बात है। आप ये क्या के लिए ले रहे हमें मालूम है। ये आप वो इंडस्ट्रियल कॉरिडोर के लिए ले रहे, आप अपने दोस्तों के लिए जो अड़ा हुआ काम है उसके लिए आपने ऑर्डिनेंस में अमेंडमेंट ले आया। अगर और वो कहते थे हमें डिफेंस इस्टेब्लिशमेंट के लिए चाहिए। मैं बताता हूँ 20 लाख हेक्टेयर जमीन तो सरकार के पास बैरल पड़ी हुई है वो उसमें वो डिफेंस के सब प्रोजेक्ट ला सकते और उनको अपनी लैंड में डिफेंस के प्रोजेक्ट को जमीन लगती कितनी है? That's right. इनको तो इंडस्ट्रियल कॉरिडोर के लिए 6 लाख हेक्टेयर जमीन चाहिए जिसमें 1 लाख करोड़ रुपया इन्वेस्टमेंट आने वाला है और 20% पास आउट होने वाला है। कैसा चलेगा? ये सब एजेंडा आपका डिसाइडेड है।
तो इसे मकसद क्या होता है? क्योंकि मुझे तो बहुत खतरे का अंदेशा लग रहा है। जिस प्रकार इस बजट को अगर देखा जाए, कहने का मतलब यह हुआ कि जो 70% आज की तारीख में देश की आबादी है, ग्रामीण आबादी है, उसके लिए यह खतरे की घंटी है। किशोर तिवारी जी, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है, हो सकता है कि मैं गलत हूं, मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि मैं गलत हूं। अब ये तो आप बताएंगे कि मैं गलत हूं कि नहीं, बताएं।
देखो, ग्रामीण व्यवस्था में अभी तो सब चरमारा गई है
जी।
मैं विदर्भ प्रांत से आता हूं, जहां पर 30 लाख किसान रहते हैं, जो किसान डिस्ट्रेस में है।
जी।
महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट ने ही हमारे यहाँ पे 90% विलेजेस में डॉट डिक्लेयर किया है।
That's right.
करीबन 39,000 गांव में से 25,000 गांव में इन्होंने पहले डिक्लेयर कर दिया है।
जी।
और ऊपर से क्या है कि अब कॉटन के अंदर इतना रिसेशन आया, जो हमारा महाराष्ट्र का अभी कैश क्रॉप हो गया है। 65 लाख हेक्टर के अंदर वो कैश क्रॉप उगाया जाता है।
जी।
तो इससे क्या हो गया कि ये जो कॉटन की इकोनॉमी डोलक्रम में आई हुई है
जी,
उसमें इंटरवेंशन की जरूरत थी और बजटरी इंटरवेंशन की जरूरत थी।
That's right.
और वो भी नहीं किया। दूसरा, ड्रॉट के लिए महाराष्ट्र को स्पेशल फंड देने की बात थी
जी।
किसान डिस्ट्रेस में जिस डिस्ट्रिक्ट के अंदर है इंडिया में, उनके लिए अगर वो कपास ना उगाए, इसके लिए अगले साल वही 2-3 साल कपास की कीमतें बढ़ने वाली है। आप दाल उगाने वाले हो तो दाल के लिए आपने जो प्रोग्राम चालू किया था, उस प्रोग्राम को आप उसके लिए पैसे का अलॉटमेंट करते, और प्राइसेज गिर जाती है तो उसको स्टेबलाइज करने के लिए एग्रीकल्चर प्रोड्यूस के लिए प्राइस स्टेबलाइजेशन फंड के लिए कम से कम 1 लाख करोड़ का प्रोविजनिंग करते।
जी।
नीयत खराब है, मैं बोलता हूँ नीयत खराब है।
right.
और पॉलिसी में कोई चेंज नहीं किया।
नीयत खराब नहीं।
हमने
किशोर तिवारी जी, मैं जरा यहां से आपसे इत्तेफाक नहीं रखता हूं। नीयत खराब नहीं है, नीयत वही है, हमें खराब लग रही है। उनकी नीयत जो थी वो पहले से ही ऐसी थी, सिर्फ इतना था कि किसानों के वोट चाहिए थे, इसलिए चुनाव के पहले कुछ और कहा गया, और आज की तारीख में जो नीयत है वो बिल्कुल सामने आ गई है। किसानों को इग्नोर किया गया है, किसानों को नजरअंदाज किया गया है, एक पैसा वहां पर नहीं दिया गया है। यह था कि जब किसानों को बहुत इजी क्रेडिट आप प्रोवाइड करेंगे, जो किसान क्रेडिट रेशियो के बाहर हैं उनके लिए आप नया क्रेडिट खोलेंगे, और साथ में आप लोन वेवर करेंगे, आप लोन माफी करेंगे। ऐसा कुछ नहीं किया गया किशोर तिवारी जी।
ये तो चीजें नहीं की। अब शिवसेना क्या कहेगी मुझे मालूम नहीं, क्योंकि उस वक्त जब मैं खामगांव में था तो मेरे साथ गोपीनाथ जी मुंडे, जो अभी नहीं है, लेकिन उद्धव जी ठाकरे भी थे
जी,
और उनसे हमने राइटिंग में लिख लिया था
जी।
अब तो बोलते कि हम वो गम्मत कर रहे थे।
That's right.
अब ये जुमला है ऐसा बोलना
जी। तो
यानी
मतलब ये जुमला बजट हुआ। जहां तक के किसानों का प्रश्न है, विदर्भ के किसानों का के लिए ये जो बजट है, जिस प्रकार काले धन से 15 लाख रुपए हर एक के अकाउंट में आने वाले थे, वो एक चुनावी जुमला था। ये बजट भी एक जुमला है, कहने का मतलब ये हुआ किशोर तिवारी जी।
नहीं, देखो, किसान जुमला तो सभी निकले, इनके एम्प्टी पॉल प्रॉमिसेस तो थे
जी,
लेकिन काले धन कितना लाए ये तो बताया नहीं
जी।
कितने लोगों की लिस्ट के नाम थे ये भी बताया नहीं। दूसरी बात इंडियन एक्सप्रेस में जो लिस्ट आई थी उसको भी इन्होंने सपोर्ट नहीं किया। तीसरी बात एक थी कि ये लेजिस्लेशन की बात करके डरा रहे हैं जी, लेकिन मैं बोलता हूँ कि ये क्या करेंगे भविष्य में। हाँ, ये जो बोल के जाते हैं तो
लेकिन अभी किशोर तिवारी जी, आखिर में आपसे ये सवाल जानना चाह रहे हैं, क्योंकि बजट में जो एक्सपेक्टेशन थी, जो अपेक्षा थी अरुण जेटली जी से और नरेंद्र मोदी जी से, अरुण जेटली जी से इतनी नहीं, नरेंद्र मोदी जी से जो अपेक्षा थी कि जो उन्होंने किसानों के लिए वादा किया था, वो उसमें से चलो 10% 15% तो निभाएंगे, अब ये नहीं आया है। अब क्या होने वाला है ये बताएं।
ये तो बहुत निराशा की बात है कि हम तो पहले से ही किसानों की आत्महत्या विदर्भ में मोचते थे, अब सारे देश में मोचनी पड़ेगी। क्योंकि ना ही तो ये कपास का विषय, हर कृषि मूल्य के दाम अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मार्केट में बहुत बड़े रिसेशन से गुजर रहे हैं और भारत में एग्रीकल्चर में इन्वेस्टमेंट बहुत बढ़ रहा है, लोग सस्टेन नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। तो सस्टेनेबल लाइफ रूरल इकोनॉमी में नहीं रहने की वजह से लोग वनरेबल हो गए हैं और इनकी खुली अर्थव्यवस्था से जब तक ये पॉलिसी में चेंज लाके हमें इंटरनल प्रोटेक्शन नहीं देंगे, ये बचने वाले नहीं है, कोई बचेंगे नहीं। हम लोग भी आपको उस लिस्ट में एक दिन दिखेंगे। मैं जानता हूं कि इतने इंडिया के इकोनॉमिस्ट और इतने ज्यादा पढ़े लिखे लोग इस प्रकार के बजट का समर्थन करते हैं जिसमें 70% पॉपुलेशन ये डिप्राइव्ड हो जाती है अपने जीने के राइट से। ये शर्म की बात है।
कहने का मतलब ये हुआ किशोर तिवारी जी कि बजट से आपको संदेश सिर्फ एक मिल रहा है, या तो आत्महत्या करिए या नक्सली बनिए। कहने का मतलब ये हुआ किशोर तिवारी जी।
ये क्या नक्सलवाद ही एक बचा हुआ है। लोग लोग इनसे देखो, कांग्रेस से लोग परेशान होके इनके पास आए
जी
और ये इन्होंने पाखंड की सीमा कर दी
जी।
सारे भाषण में एक भी रिलीफ दे नहीं पाते आप।
That's
9
right.
महीने के अंदर आप सोशल वेलफेयर की एक भी स्कीम लॉन्च कर नहीं पाए।
जी
अरे दिल्ली में जैसा बिजली का बात हुई वैसे आप एक नेशनल पॉलिसी बोल के डिक्लेयर नहीं कर पाते।
जी।
एक गरीबों को एक चीज
So
मिलेगी।
would you say, Kishore Tiwari ji, that this is an anti-farmer budget? Not even an anti-farmer budget, it has ignored farmers completely. कहने का मतलब ये हुआ।
This is disappointing budget and there is no economic policy change. This is UPA 3, one can say, but
Yes.
much worse than UPA 3. क्योंकि बात तो आप ऐसी करते हो, इमोशनल बात करते हो और इमोशनल बात करके आप ब्लैकमेल करते हो, दैट इज वेरी बैड। और इनोसेंट लोगों का विक्टिमाइजेशन करते हो। मुझे लगता नहीं आज विदर्भ है, कल गुजरात में भी यही प्रॉब्लम आएगा, क्योंकि रूरल इकोनॉमी को इतना वनरेबल छोड़ोगे तो कोई बचने वाला नहीं है। क्योंकि आपको पैसे से रोटी नहीं मिलने वाली, पैसे से रोटी कभी मिलने वाली नहीं। अगर अनाज उगाने वाले किसानों को इल्यूमिनेट कर जाओगे तो बहुत बुरे हाल में जाओगे।
That's right. किशोर तिवारी जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका हमसे बात करने के लिए, जबकि जो आप बात कर रहे हैं बहुत कड़वी है लेकिन सच्ची है। किशोर तिवारी जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका। थैंक यू सो मच।
धन्यवाद जी, धन्यवाद।
राइट, यू हर्ड हिम प्रदीप, यू हर्ड हिम। योर कमेंट्स।
सर एग्जैक्टली आप बोल रहे थे वी ऑल सर्चिंग व्हाट इज इन इस बजट में हमारे लिए क्या है, बिकॉज एज अ मिडिल क्लास पर्सन, एज अ वर्किंग क्लास पर्सन, नथिंग इन द इनकम टैक्स रिलीफ्स तो कुछ भी नहीं है। वो 4.42 भी जो बोलते हैं, इफ एग्जिस्टिंग इनकम में से पेंशन फंड और इंश्योरेंस में आप डालोगे तो रिलीफ मिलके 4.42, तो इनकम टैक्स स्लैब्स में देयर इज नो बेनिफिट। Now, where am I going to increase money into my pocket? And I'm trying to search that. Where can I do? Is the 150 लोगों कंट्रीज को वीजा फ्री किया, क्या उससे मेरा पेट भरने वाला है? कॉर्पोरेट टैक्स रिड्यूस करने से क्या मेरा पेट भरने वाला है?
वेल्थ टैक्स खत्म किया, क्या उससे आपका पेट भरने वाला है?
जी। सर्विस टैक्स बढ़ाने से मेरा फायदा हुआ या नुकसान हुआ ये सरकार को? बिकॉज जो खाना है वो महंगा हो गया,
जनाब
मोबाइल फोन्स महंगा
और
हो गया,
जिस केबल के ऊपर और जिस सैटेलाइट और केबल के ऊपर आप ये चैनल को देख रहे हैं वो भी महंगा हो गया है।
तो आई डोंट सी मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक की बात करेंगे तो ठीक है, आपने कहा कि 70,000 करोड़ हम इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में डालने वाले हैं। 70,000 करोड़, नाउ दैट्स गोइंग टू बी अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, एंड how is it immediately having any relief for me now?
Where is the money going to come into your pocket? That's what I want to know.
Yes, I can't find it. I'm trying to find out.
How is money going to come into the pocket of the ordinary consumer? And आप मेक इन इंडिया की बात करते हैं तो मेक इन इंडिया में जो आप बनाएंगे वो खरीदेगा कौन? प्रोफेसर अय्यर साहब, आप बताएं। अभी आपने किशोर तिवारी जी को सुना, 70% देश की आबादी के लिए ये बजट नहीं है। मुझे तो ताज्जुब होता है कि इस चैनल को छोड़ करके, इस शो को छोड़ करके और किसी ने इस विषय में बात तक नहीं की है कि विदर्भ हो, मराठवाड़ा हो, सांगली हो, अपना तेलंगाना हो या पंजाब हो, जहां जहां पर किसानों की आत्महत्या हुई है वो किसान टिकटिकी लगा करके बैठे थे कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी इस बार अपना वादा जरूर निभाएंगे, हमारे जितने कर्जे हैं वो माफ करेंगे। ना कर्जे की बात हुई, ना माफी की बात हुई, बात लंबी चौड़ी हुई नाबार्ड को लेकर के, क्रेडिट को लेकर के, अलग अलग बैंकों को लेकर के, जो बात किसी भी किसान के समझ में नहीं आई। जी प्रोफेसर साहब बताएं।
नहीं, मैं इतना पेसिमिस्टिक नहीं हूं, और जिस तरह से आपके किशोर तिवारी जी बोल रहे थे, ये विदर्भ की जो प्रॉब्लम है वो बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स है, और मैं इधर उसको कमेंट करने के लिए आया नहीं हूं, और मैं इस तरह की पेसिमिस्टिक व्यू से वाकिफ नहीं रखता हूं, क्योंकि आई थिंक द बजट इज रीजनेबली गुड एंड आई वुड गिव 8 marks, and if you want me to reduce a little bit, because that
why
would
would
be
I
7
want you
to
to
8.
reduce?
7
No,
to
but
8.
why would I want you to reduce? If you feel the budget is
I'm
good,
very
it's
clear.
good.
I'm very clear. And first, I want to comment here. Yeah, I blasted Suresh Prabhu's budget. It was absolutely a third-rate budget of the railways, and I want to correct this on record.
Right.
So here, and I have blasted. I don't consider Suresh Prabhu is not fit.
But what about the finance minister's
No,
budget?
no.
Let's
Let us
the
talk
finance
about
bill.
that first, because you said that I supported it. I did not. I blasted the budget. I blasted the person, and he was the man who destroyed the power sector of India.
But I want to know from Mr. Iyer,
So now coming
how
to-
is a common man like me, a middle class person, how am I benefit from this budget?
No, I'll tell you one thing.
Yes.
Because he's giving it 8 out of 10.
No,
Yes,
I'll tell you
I
one.
should be flying actually.
I'll
Right,
tell
you should be flying. You should.
I'll
my
tell
God,
you-
you should have so much of purchasing power.
I'll
Right,
tell-
go ahead, Professor.
I'll tell you. See, you just can't muzzle me. You know, you need to listen to what I'm saying. First of all, let us be very clear that I am little disappointed. That's why those 2 marks are gone. That is, he did not increase the slabs. So that step definitely he has not done. That is giving the 5 lakhs, saying कि भैया up to 5 lakhs there is no income tax. or there is a nominal 1,000 rupees you pay and you are getting a tax certificate. I would rather ask him for no income tax. उसकी जगह 1,000 रुपए सबसे ले ले और ज्यादा बेटर है, और उसके पीछे इंस्पेक्टर राज.
How are you giving him 8 out of 10?
No, I'll tell you, that is where the 2 marks have gone. I'm telling you, he has done kickstarting the main issue, infrastructure, which is the area where India was suffering all these years. In fact, all the budgets, minus the Chidambaram's 2000, not the previous one, not the interim one which they presented, the previous one, that was a very good budget. Minus that budget, no budget spoke of infrastructure in this country. And I tell you, this time infrastructure has a lot. If you see the whole thing, 70,000 crores, what our friend is talking about, is government's own spending. It is not the total outlay. It is the 70,000 crore public spending that they are talking about. So why we are confusing with the issue? It is not a total outlay. The budget is saying that from public's financing, they will bring 70,000 crores. Balance has to come from the market. It's very clear. And that market, I'm sorry, is not FDI. That is also an ability of the local market to get attracted. See, for any businessman, whether it's Indian or overseas, attraction to market is common. Because aap dekhiye, one window clearances. They have mentioned in the budget that they will remove the number of regulatory mechanisms and all.
Sir, अभी तक मुझे ये नहीं मालूम मेरे जेब में पैसे कहाँ से आएगा? I don't know.
भैया ये सब होगा तो आपके जेब में पैसा आएगा. आप इतनी जल्दी में क्यों है?
5 साल के बाद नहीं होगा प्रदीप जी, 5 साल के बाद
ये मैं गलत समझ रहा हूँ.
5 साल के बाद
नहीं होगा,
ये 15 साल के बाद होगा.
तो आपने मुझे टैक्स रिलीफ नहीं किए, आपने मेरा सर्विस टैक्स बढ़ा दिया, अब मुझे एवरीथिंग के लिए, हर चीज के लिए मुझे और पैसा देना पड़ेगा.
सर्विस टैक्स जो बढ़ाया उसकी बात सोचिए. सर्विस टैक्स बढ़ाया वो इसके लिए क्योंकि देयर इज अ सबसम्पशन ऑफ द एजुकेशन सेस. इट इज सबस्यूम्ड इनसाइड दैट.
No, but I'm saying as a common man, as a middle class man, I am a salaried class. Where is the benefit for me? मेरे जेब में पैसे कहाँ से आएगा?
I'll tell you one thing. If you get jobs, if the job condition is better, and
I should look for another job.
No, not for you alone. I'm saying job creation is the main challenge of the budget. If it does not,
where are the jobs being created over here?
भैया अगर पोर्ट्स नहीं बनेंगे, एयरपोर्ट्स नहीं बनेंगे, आपके इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर नहीं तैयार होगा. सौर ऊर्जा के लिए उन्होंने सीधा का सीधा एलोकेशन किया. नॉट ओनली सोलर, एंटायर renewable mapping he have done. So I think
आपके solar policies of the center has to be matched by the state policies also,
right.
because you're talking about federalism.
Yes.
Cooperative federalism के बात करें, आपके state के policies, if it is not aligned with the state union's policies, you don't have anything there.
62% of tax is being shared with the states. First time in the history of a budget. Why we are throwing this budget out? Because there is definitely no reason for throwing this out.
मेरे जेब में पैसे कहाँ से आएगा ये?
नहीं भैया, जब मेरे को आप बताइए, जब स्टेट्स के पास आएगा, आपके स्टेट देंगे.
स्टेट मुझे क्यों देगा?
स्टेट नहीं देगा आपको, ऐसा लगता है? आप फिर वो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट क्यों है? फिर आप डिसॉल्व कर दीजिए.
No, I don't know how is there is no roadmap.
I can't understand. If a center government gives you 42% of the revenue,
wait a minute.
They're passing it on.
Now let's put this in perspective.
Yes. No, I think this is unnecessary criticism.
Dr. Manmohan Singh, the former Prime Minister of the country, the man under whose regime in the first 5 years, India grew at 9%. Not by the new calculation, by the old calculation. At 9%. That man says there are lots of very good intentions, but there is no roadmap. That is part one. Part two, again, as far as you, Professor Iyer, are concerned, you are only looking at it from a very industrialized, westernized point of view.
No way.
The fact remains.
No way.
The fact remains that as Kishore
No
Tiwari,
way. It's absolutely Indian localized point of view.
किशोर तिवारी जी को नकार दिया. वो आदमी जो पिछले
40 साल से, 40 साल से किसानों,
आप
केवल विदर्भ की बात कर रहे हैं. वो देश की बात नहीं कर रहे, वो विदर्भ की केवल बात कर रहे हैं.
जनाब मेरी बात सुन लें आप पहले.
नहीं, गलत बात है.
वो देश की बात क्यों नहीं करेंगे? वो
नहीं कर रहे हैं. वो देश की बात, देश के किसानों की बात करिए.
He is talking about farmers. He is talking about rural
India. He's making a political talk, sir. I'm sorry. He's making a political talk, and I will not get into political talk.
6 farmers have committed suicide
No,
today. You are talking about political talk?
100%.
What are you talking?
I am 100% the political talk. Previous इतने साल तक वो जो सरकार थी उसके खिलाफ लड़े नहीं. 15 साल तक. आज आते टीवी में बात करते हैं. नहीं होता ये सब.
Excuse me. 1 minute. Correction.
No way.
Correction. This is a lie. Mr. Professor
Absolutely
does not
not.
know. Kishore Tiwari is the man who went on hunger strike for 150 days.
Let him go on
against the
another
previous
hunger strike,
government. And he is one man who has actually genuinely worked over here. And I apologize to my viewers for the insult which has been meted out to somebody.
No, there is no insult. There is no question.
As far as you are concerned, you are sitting over here. What have you done?
No.
What have you done for the
farmers? We have done everything for farmers.
Well, what have you done
about it?
What have you done?
When the solar pump sets and all these comes, then you talk about it.
As far as you are concerned,
why are the Gujarat farmers not committing suicide?
I am so
why
sorry.
are the Gujarat farmers not committing suicide? Talk about it.
I am so sorry, sir.
Why are Gujarat farmers not committing suicide? Why you are lying on the channel?
I am so sorry, sir.
No, it is absolutely lying on the channel right now.
As in today, irrigation is not
No,
there.
wait a minute.
No, why Gujarat farmer is not committing suicide?
Let's talk
why
about that.
Punjab farmer is not committing suicide?
Punjab What are
That
you
is
talking?
wrong. That is
in
wrong.
the entire area of Muktsar.
That is wrong.
This
is targeting the budget in a negative way.
Mr. Iyer, you are not aware of the fact
I am
that
aware.
in Punjab
I am
in the
very
last
well
2
aware.
years.
You can't just say
Excuse
that.
me. Excuse me.
No.
I'm giving you facts here.
There is
Let's
no fact.
talk about
There is no
facts.
fact. This is not fact. It is hogwash. Absolute hogwash. No fact in it.
In the entire
No
Malwa-
fact. It is only just
Are
pulling down the budget for no
Are
reason.
you
Find out. We're
aware,
trying to find
Professor
out what-
Iyer?
I am
1 minute.
100% aware. More than you. I am telling you. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. In the area of Majha and Malwa, more than 2,400 farmers have committed suicide in the last 3 years.
Now I'm telling
What are you talking?
Now I'm telling you throughout the country,
Andhra
everywhere
Pradesh-
the suicide is
Andhra-
not happening.
Andhra
Wherever
Pradesh-
there is drought, they have committed
Andhra
suicide.
Pradesh-
Talk about it.
Andhra
Wherever
Pradesh
there
and
is drought,
Maharashtra.
they have committed suicide.
I'm so sorry,
In fact,
Professor
Andhra
Iyer.
So that is not
You
fair.
Get your,
That is
get
not
your,
fair.
Get your
Andhra
facts
And
Pradesh-
your
right.
statistics
No.
are wrong. All India farmers are
That-
not committing
I'm
suicide.
so sorry.
They are committing suicide in the area where they are facing the drought. This is
This
just
is a
using
joke.
the
This
is
is
just
a-
using the
this
channel
is a
and the
joke.
situation
This is
to
a
talk
joke.
against and pull down the budget.
This is a joke of the first
last
order.
year I had blasted the budget of Jaitley. Remember that? I was the same man who blasted the budget.
We've
And
got
today-
1 minute. We've got Arun Kejriwal with us, Professor Iyer.
yes.
Don't mislead people.
I am not
Don't
misleading.
force
You
me
don't
to raise my
mislead.
voice.
Don't-
You are a liar.
You are a liar.
You are a liar.
You are talking
Mr.
not.
Kejriwal,
You are not
Mr.
talking
Kejriwal,
sense today.
Mr.
You are
Kejriwal,
absolutely
One
not talking
second.
sense.
Let's talk to Mr. Arun Kejriwal first. 1 minute.
You can't just push down things on my throat.
Yeah,
As
Mr.
far as
Kejriwal,
Professor,
yes.
who's pushing down things on your throat?
Absolutely.
The fact remains, both 4,000 farmers have committed suicide. There is nothing in the budget for farmers.
That I also
Let's-
talked
I
about
think Mr.
previously.
Kejriwal,
Don't talk about that.
He's better dissect the
Don't talk
budget.
about that today.
Let's talk about
Arun Jaitley is not responsible for
I
that.
am sorry,
okay,
Mr.
okay,
Mr. Iyer, this is my show.
Yes.
I will conduct my show.
Yes,
You will not conduct it.
But I will also be
No.
right. I have also right.
No.
Otherwise, don't
No.
call me as a guest.
So don't come. Who's stopping you? You can
definitely.
you can leave right now.
Mr.
There is no
Kejriwal-
problem.
Mr. Kejriwal is
You
there.
can leave right
It's
now,
okay,
Professor
it's okay.
Iyer.
Up to you,
I have
sir.
no problem.
Mr.
Up to okay.
Kejriwal,
Up to okay.
Mr. Kejriwal.
Mr. Kejriwal, how are you, sir?
Okay, sir.
I'm good, Rajiv. Tell me.
Absolutely fine. How are you?
I'm
In
good.
your
and-
in your opinion, has Mr. Jaitley fulfilled his promises?
Well, it's how you look at it. A budget was presented in July.
Yes.
And it has been presented 9 months later in February.
Yes.
Or February, March, you could say the same
Right.
thing with being on the 28th.
And in the meantime, I must tell our viewers that Professor Iyer has left the show. Gee, go ahead. Go ahead, Arun.
9 months later, in between these 9 months, a lot of things have happened, including the Delhi elections.
Right.
There was one fear in the market where I come from,
Yes.
that after the loss of Delhi,
Yes.
this entire budget could become a populist exercise, keeping
Right.
in mind the fact that we have elections to another popular state coming up
No, but that's not
towards
happened.
the end of the year.
But that's not happened, right?
The good thing that has happened
Yes.
is that has not been done so.
Right.
And this, I think, is one big positive for the budget, that the defeat of Delhi has not focused or changed the focus of the budget.
Right.
The second point that is important is that you have various stakeholders in society.
Yes.
And something has been done for each one of them.
Right.
There has been some sort of a roadmap given, A, for GST,
Yes.
B, for corporates, to make ease of doing business there when you compare India with the adjoining
No,
countries.
but Arun, we were talking about big ticket reforms, big bang reforms. That has not happened, has it? I mean, to kickstart the economy, because yesterday we talked about it, day before yesterday also we talked about it. We all expected that Arun Jaitley would come along and, you know, he would at least kickstart the economy in some way or the other. Now here, whereas I agree with you, this is going to be a very slow and steady, but perhaps a very slow moving process. Isn't that right, Arun?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a very slow-moving process. It's like this, that people will never be satisfied no matter what happens and
Gee.
what is done.
Right.
But we are on the right track. Given the circumstances, given the kind of situation through which we have come,
Right.
the fact that we have been able to maintain fiscal discipline
Yes.
and our deficits in check,
Yes.
no doubt helped by the falling crude oil prices.
That's the most important thing. Yes, that's right.
Absolutely. I mean, he has been helped, no deal, in a very big manner by falling crude oil prices. I think we are certainly on the right track.
But Arun, in terms of infrastructure, do you think he has managed to do whatever you were expecting him to do? Because you had a lot of suggestions yesterday and day before.
Well,
Now,
I think-
I don't see too many of them featuring in the budget now.
Well, a lot of it has been mentioned.
Yes.
To be very, very fair, I don't have numbers available with me
Right.
as of now. But the fact that infrastructure bonds have been reintroduced, tax-free infrastructure bonds, the fact that he has set up a fund which will have a contribution of 20,000 crore from the government,
Right.
and this trust, infrastructure trust, would be allowed to borrow money,
Yes.
is going in the right direction, because you need a judicious mix of debt equity
Yes.
to achieve anything that you've set out for.
Yes.
So he is on the right track. Once I am able to decipher the fine print of how much of money has been allocated for this,
Yes.
and what would be the raising of funds, I'm sure we would be getting very much there. The third thing that he has done, which is very, very important,
Which is?
realizing the importance of our minor ports.
Yes.
And we must understand that India is growing along its waterways.
Right.
So the creation of wealth that can happen from these hinterland
Yes.
is a key.
Yes.
So he is focusing on that. He wants to see to it that the larger ports
Yes.
help the smaller ports by a PPP system, and we are able to garner.
That would be really fantastic. I hope that really works. I really and truly hope that works.
So that is an area of focus,
Yes.
and I believe he has done it.
Right, now one
One
second.
thing-
I think Pradeep wants to ask you something. Go ahead, Pradeep.
Arunji, yesterday you were very bullish, you were enthusiastic, your voice had a lot of energy. Today the same level of enthusiasm is probably not there. And I would like to ask you, what about the common middle class salaried person like me? No increase in my income tax slabs, I'm burdened with more service tax. What's there for me, sir?
Well, let me answer your question in three parts.
Right.
The enthusiasm in the voice yesterday was, I was fully refreshed. Today I've had a long day right from morning. I have come to the end of the day. So that is the first part. The second part is, yes, the common man has not been given a further increase in tax slabs. There has been some small tinkering as far as your contribution towards medical insurance is concerned, some emphasis on senior citizens.
But that's very low, isn't it? That's
But
not really very much, isn't it?
Let's understand it, at the end of the day, just about manages to
Yes.
take away the pain of increase in service tax. So if I minus the service tax or add the service tax burden and minus this rebate, net it's zero. But I don't think, after the kind of relief that we got in July, we should have expected something substantial in this budget itself.
No, but
What is
Arun,
important-
Arun, hang on a minute. All of us expected a really big ticket budget. All of us expected that he would at least. All right, forget about the farmers. Now we were talking to Kishore Tiwari earlier, and of course, as far as our friend Professor Ayur is concerned, he really freaked out because he's in total support of the budget, and in fact walked out of the show. This is not the first time that I've had people walking out of my show. That's a separate issue. But all that I'm trying to say is that, at least as far as the industrial corridors are concerned, at least as far as industry is concerned, or corporates are concerned, don't you think Mr. Arun Jaitley should have gone the whole hog? Don't you think so, Mr. Kejriwal?
Well, I think there were constraints in going the whole hog right away, and he has sort of walked the trick rope, or the tight rope, as you can call it. He is certainly aware of what he has done, and let me add what I take away from this budget, which
Yes.
is very, very important.
Yes.
The money that is going to come is not going to come from Rajiv Bajaj or Arun Kejriwal.
Right.
The money is going to come from Europe and America.
Yes.
He has kept an eye on that, and he has made money coming from there that much easier, and he has addressed a lot of issues which these investors with big pockets had some time ago. For example, he's addressed the tax pass-through issue on REITs, on
Yes.
your alternate investment funds. He has addressed the issue of where the fund manager is located for tax purposes.
Right.
He has addressed the issue of GAR as being prospective 2017 April onwards.
Yes.
So all these people will be at ease when they do business with India as far as money is concerned. That's where they come in.
No, so in effect, what you're really saying is that as far as Mr. Arun Jaitley is concerned, this budget was just a statement of intent, telling the rest of the world that we are ready for business, and now you can come in. We are laying out the red carpet for you. Now you can come in and invest over here, and at some point of time, whatever investments take place over here, they will, trickle down to the rest of the populace. Isn't that what you're saying, Arun?
Yes, and something more which I need to add.
Please go ahead.
Is that our focus?
Yes.
We are poised to do all this. We have disciplined ourselves. We have come down to those targets which were laid out. We have a roadmap for fiscal deficit.
Yes.
We have contained it. We have a deficit number for CAD that is under check. And more important, if our infrastructure starts falling in place, which needs some money, some policy clearances, which we have done, money comes in from you. We have everything going.
Right, Pradeep, do you want to ask something? Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that if the budget could have been much more balming for the common man. As we said, if you could reduce the corporate tax by 5%, you could have at least have some intent, because everything is there to get in FDI. As you said, money coming from abroad, helping people to create business, helping infrastructure, having the boom elsewhere. At the same time, having a balm on the poor man would have really helped the salaried class.
Pradeep, let me give you the googly. The intent is to reduce corporate tax to 25% over the next 4 years.
Right.
But effectively, this year, corporate tax has been raised to 32%.
Why? You're adding the 2% of service tax as well? What
No, I'm adding this 2%, which is in lieu of wealth tax, which has been scrapped.
All right. Okay.
So, if I read the fine print which says it will be reduced, I would have expected 30 would have become 29 at least this year.
Yes.
But instead of 29, I'm going to pay 32.
Right.
So, it is very much what Pradeep is talking at. For the common man, he cannot give him a roadmap that over the next 5 years I'll reduce your taxes to so and so. Because if he does that, he'll say, बेवकूफ बनाता है.
जी.
आज तो नहीं घटाया.
जी.
घटाओगे तब बात करना.
लेकिन आखिर में अरुण जी आपसे ये जानना चाह रहे हैं कि एक सबसे बड़ा जो आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री का सबसे बड़ा प्रोग्राम है, आज भी है, कल भी उन्होंने कहा मेक इन इंडिया. अब मेक इन इंडिया को लेकर के इस बजट में मुझे कुछ खास नहीं दिख रहा है. आप ये बताएं, आई मे बी रॉन्ग, but I don't see very much. I'll tell you how. In terms of invention, improvisation, innovation, there is nothing at all for R&D. There are no tax rebates that we get. Like for example, yesterday we had Mr. Pramod Rao of Zycom Securities, and he said in Singapore you get a 500% tax exemption on all the investment that you do in R&D. Today we have got nothing of that sort over here. So how do you expect Make in India?
Well, last year in July there was a fund created for IT startups.
Yes.
With a huge sum of 10,000 crores.
Right.
As of sometime beginning of January,
yes,
the amount utilized from that was a paltry sum.
Right.
Now, the amount for that same fund now allocated additionally has been reduced simply because it wasn't used.
Yes.
Now, let us understand that the startup funds typically come with the IT, the two letters that I'm talking,
yes,
with that background.
Yes.
If the IT industry has not been able to use this fund, one should ask them as to if there are any obstacles for not using it,
yes,
or there are some inhibitions about not using it.
Or is there too much of red tapeism? Or whatever, is there too much of bureaucratism over there? So
correct.
That could be
whatever
one of the reasons. Yes.
They need to answer because
yes,
we have the finest brains in IT leading the top companies in India.
Yes.
And each one, I mean, let me put it another way, whether it's an Infosys or a TCS,
yes,
I'm sure they have the resources to fund 1,000 crore startup fund
yes, they do.
individually.
Yes.
So 10,000 crore from the state is only an add-on. They
yes,
individually can have such large funds set up.
All right, so let's leave that aside because that has not been talked about in the budget. Let's not talk about what's there, what's not there. What about the other service industries? What about hotels? What about restaurants? What about airlines? And what about travel?
Well, for travel, if you strictly want to go by the book, there has been a boost given by visa on arrival being extended
yes,
from some 50 odd countries to 150.
I'm talking about incentivizing the people who are in the industry over here within the country. That's 150 countries, visa on arrival, great, which means you will have, you already have had 116% increase in the number of people who are coming from all these countries. But
correct.
All that I'm trying to say is, how do you provide the infrastructure, especially for the tourism industry in the country? I didn't see very much of that in the budget either.
Rajiv, I have a different viewpoint of how I would look at this particular thing.
Yes.
Incentivizing doesn't necessarily work each time.
Right.
The infrastructure that needs to be in place, we are all talking about it, we are all seized about it. If that starts falling in place and an infrastructure fund has been created,
Yes.
we are going to have a lot of money coming into infrastructure directly, indirectly, from the capital market, from overseas. A lot of things are being done to streamline this particular process. This infrastructure fund and money that is collected will go towards ports, roads, shipping, railways.
Right.
And if your railways, ports and roads improve, I'm sure automatically all other infrastructure improves.
And finally, ease of doing business. Do you see the intent over there as far as ease of doing business is concerned? Mr. Deepak Parekh said there is no ease of doing business. Nothing has happened in the last 9 months, and today I don't see Deepak Parekh anywhere. Right, go ahead.
Well, when you're talking of doing ease of business, I counted ease of business being mentioned at least 8 times in the budget.
Yes, he did mention it, but I'm talking about... But you think he's going to implement it? Because already you have over 106 windows that you have to go to. Each time you have to set up even a small factory. Now, come on.
No changes on the ground. That's what Deepak Parekh said. No changes on the ground.
All right, I don't think Arun, I'm going to trouble you anymore. I think you're really and truly tired, and I think inside you're really disappointed at the fact that it was not the big ticket, budget that you were expecting.
Well, Rajiv, let me have my last word on.
Go ahead.
Well, I believe it's the same story every single time, that expectations run ahead of reality.
Yes.
People expected big ticket, this being the first full budget.
Yes.
And we forgot for a moment that reality is still something different.
Right.
The two good things that have come out of this budget is there is a government with a sane head at its helm of affairs, and they have used sanity and not gone overboard in making this a political budget.
Right.
That is the good part of it. The second part is the roadmap that has been laid out is very, very clear in what direction it wants to go.
Yes.
The big ticket reforms that people are talking about and which apparently seem to be missing could happen, not necessarily.
No, but he could do it later. He doesn't need a budget to do it. He can always do it later over the year. I mean,
if the infrastructure starts working,
yes,
I believe that itself will be the biggest big ticket reform that he has.
Right, but Dr. Manmohan Singh, of course, one of the most respected economists in the world, his reputation lost a bit of a sheen in the last 4 years of the UPA government. He says there is no roadmap. But that's Dr. Manmohan Singh. He can't say anything else either. But Arun, thank you very much for talking to us. Thanks a ton. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Now, Pradeep, the only thing is, and very sadly enough, Professor Iyer has walked out, and as we have maintained right over here, we don't force you to come over here. You don't want to be here. There is no need for you to be here. And when somebody threatens to walk out of this show, we always say, please go ahead. Welcome. You don't like to hear, we may not like to hear what you have to say, but we let you say it. But you also have to hear what we have to say. Let's be very clear. That is called a democracy. Now, Pradeep, the fact remains that as far as the farmers are concerned, the landless farmers are concerned, the agrarian crisis-ridden farmers are concerned, there is nothing at all for them. And even as far as the industry is concerned, you could hear from Arun Kejriwal's voice, notwithstanding all the excuses that he came out with, including the fact that he was really and truly tired, having had a long day, the fact remains that the market is somewhat disappointed. However, I expect the market to go up. I really and truly expect the market to go up on Monday, because if there is something for anybody, it is for the FIIs. It is for the foreign institutional investors. They're going to come in a very, very big way next week. So which means the market could really, really and truly cross the 30,000 psychological barrier. Pradeep.
Sir, exactly. If you look at the macroeconomic point of view, you got money of 70,000 crores put into infrastructure. You talk about rail bonds, you talk about road bonds, you talk about irrigation bonds.
Yes.
So if you have the plans and everything in space, the government would allow it to collect funds and see that things are implemented. So you see a boom. You see the things that the government wants things to work out. And it has to match its expectations. The government says, yes, 70,000 crores, yes. There has to be an outlay. The roadmap should be there. If we talk about rail bonds, road bonds and irrigation bonds, as you say in Maharashtra, what happened? 15 years, 75,000 crores into the irrigation entire projects, and nothing, not even 0.1% of actual impact of what they have spent. So this we want a holistic approach. If they're allowed to spend, you have to have a roadmap. If there's a budgeted allocation, you need to have a roadmap. You need to see actual implementation of what they are. This is the macro level we find everywhere. You talk about 5 ultra mega power projects. They say you got a vision of till 22. That was Mr. Iyer's subject 20 till 22. You're 4 times our renewable energy. That's what they project.
Yes.
We have the capacity to reach that target. Money. The second thing is for the poorest to poor. Only thing is the money to the common man, money to the poor, small enterprise and entrepreneurs. Now these things, but as you said, these are all macroeconomic things. We want people to come in, they want fund to come in, they want a lot of projects to take place. They talk about renewable energy. At the same time, you got problems of, he warns about corporate federalism. So that's always a sort of warning that states have to be aligned with the central's policies. If you are not, again, you have a problem of implementing the entire thing, and the roadmap again goes haywire. Now the entire thing, as we say, what's in for the poor, the middle class, the salaried class.
No, but I still haven't got an answer. The point is, the question that you kept repeating first to Professor Iyer and then to Arun Kejriwal is that एक सवाल जो आप बार बार पूछते रहे पहले प्रोफेसर अय्यर से और उसके बाद अरुण केजरीवाल जी से कि भाई मेरी जेब में पैसा ज्यादा कैसे आएगा, मेरी परचेजिंग पावर कैसे बढ़ेगी. ये तो ठीक है, आप इरिगेशन प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हैं, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर कर रहे हैं, ये कर रहे हैं, वो कर रहे हैं, वो कर रहे हैं, 15 साल के बाद न जाने क्या कुछ आ जाएगा. मैं आपसे जानना चाहता हूं, आज की तारीख में मैं आईसीयू में हूं, मुझे आज की तारीख में दवा चाहिए. एज वन पर्सन वेरी राइटली पुट इट, आज एक शो में मैं देख रहा था, सीआईआई का एक खास शख्स था कि भाई किसी को स्वाइन फ्लू हो गया है और आप उसको क्रोसिन दे रहे हैं. मतलब आदमी मरने वाला है और उसको बोल रहे हैं कि यार तो एस्प्रो खा ले, हो सकता है कि ठीक हो जाए. मेरा ये कहना है कि आज की तारीख में पेशेंट आईसीयू में है, जैसे विदर्भ के अंदर, मराठवाड़ा के अंदर, आंध्र प्रदेश में और पंजाब में, पंजाब के कई डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऐसे हैं जहां पर हो सकता है प्रोफेसर अय्यर को इसके बारे में कोई नॉलेज ना हो, वहां पर किसान जो है आत्महत्या कर रहा है हर रोज. और गुजरात के अंदर ऐसा नहीं है, गुजरात में आत्महत्या नहीं हुई है, गुजरात में भी आज की तारीख में आत्महत्याओं का दौर शुरू हो गया है. उन किसानों को यह बजट भूल गया है. आज क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग, तालियां बजा रहे हैं किसको लेकर के, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को लेकर के. जनाब जब इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बनेगा तब देखा जाएगा, और वो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की सुविधा उपलब्ध किसके लिए होगी, सबसे बड़ी बात यह है. एंड एट द मोमेंट विद अस वी हैव गॉट आवर वेरी ओल्ड फ्रेंड तुषार गांधी राइट हियर विद अस. तुषार जी नमस्कार.
नमस्कार जी.
हैप्पी बजट डे. आई मीन इफ वन कैन कॉल इट दैट.
Well, you be happy.
I'm not happy at all. Let me tell you this. I have
absolutely no reason to be happy because
Tushar, I'm a very unhappy man. I'm a very unhappy man because even today 6 farmers have committed suicide in Vidarbha, and there is not a single line about the agrarian crisis facing the country today. Not one line in the budget. Tushar.
No, there is. The finance minister very emphatically said that the corporates, we must create opportunities for profits,
right?
But the farmers, we should ensure that they get reasonable pricing. So the farmers don't need to make profits as per
Yes.
the finance minister's belief. And I think we must compliment on his honesty.
Yes.
You know, he has said it in his speech that reasonable prices should be made available for agricultural produce,
Yes.
whereas for the corporates, taxation must be reduced, infrastructure must be built, investments must be made so that their profitability is ensured.
Now,
so
over
the
here,
two
Tushar,
standards are very clear.
Tushar, sorry for interrupting you. Let me put it to you like this. Suppose we reverse the thing. Suppose we reverse the entire thing. Let's say now 80% of the budget was concentrated only on the corporates. Let's be very clear. I hope I'm with you over there. Let us
suppose couple of corporates.
Yes, suppose we reverse it. Suppose we say 80% of our budget should go to the farmers. It should go to the agricultural sector. I say the growth rate in India will actually go up to 15%.
See, the growth rate has always increased only when bumper crops have accrued.
Absolutely.
Due to the effort of the farmers.
Ji,
the
bilkul.
corporates have contributed minimal to
Yes.
the growth rate of the other benchmark of the intentions was that the Indian economy is booming and its barometer are the booming stock exchanges.
Ji.
There is no reference to the hunger index.
That's right.
There is no reference to the desperate suicide index.
Yes.
The economy booms because
the stock exchange can be manipulated. And you see, the whole value of the budget is proven in the fact that mere hours after presenting it in the parliament through the back door, they have put up a steep increase in the fuel prices.
Yes.
पेट्रोल और डीजल का भाव 3-3.5 रुपया बढ़ गया
जी।
बजट में तो कुछ बोले नहीं
जी।
एफएम
जी।
क्यों नहीं बोले? करते थे
जी, दुरुस्त बात है।
और अगर ये बढ़ाना था तो क्या एफएम को पार्लियामेंट से आने के बाद पता चला कि नहीं यार अब मुझे डीजल और पेट्रोल का भाव बढ़ाना है?
जी।
दिस बजट, माय ओपिनियन ऑन दिस बजट इज टू मेक द रिच सुपर रिच and not bother about reducing the poverty of the poor.
जी, और यहाँ पर दूसरी बात ये आती है सामने कि अभी किशोर तिवारी जी हमारे साथ थे और किशोर तिवारी जी ने ये कहा कि जो वादा किया नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने चुनाव के पहले और जहां वो विदर्भ के किसी भी कोने में गए, जिस भी किसान से मिले, मराठवाड़ा में और विदर्भ में और अलग अलग जगह पे, पंजाब में हो, आंध्र प्रदेश में हो, गुजरात में हो, जहां पर किसानों से मिले हैं, एक वादा उन्होंने नहीं निभाया है, एक भी वादा नहीं निभाया है। यहां पर यह कहा गया था कि लोन वेवर होगा, यह कहा गया था कि लोन माफी होगी, कर्जा माफी होगी, उसके बारे में कोई बात ही नहीं हुई है।
राजीव जी, प्लीज डोंट बी सो हार्श ऑन द प्राइम मिनिस्टर। उन्होंने जिन दोस्तों को वादे किए थे वो बखूबी निभा रहे।
क्या बात है जनाब, क्या बात है।
जिन दोस्तों को वादे किए थे और जिन दोस्तों की मेहरबानी से वो प्राइम मिनिस्टर बने, उनको किए वादे बिल्कुल वफादारी से निभाए।
और यहां पर आपसे जानना चाह रहा हूं कि जो दिल्ली मुंबई इंडस्ट्रियल कॉरिडोर की जो बात हो रही है जनाब, वहां पर पता नहीं कितने लाख हेक्टेयर, कितने करोड़ हेक्टेयर वो जाने वाला है इस दिल्ली मुंबई इंडस्ट्रियल कॉरिडोर में, और जो गुजरात से जाएगा, और मतलब the whole thing is humongous.
And that corridor goes through the most fertile and productive land of Gujarat.
Yes.
Starts from the fertile lands of Rajasthan, goes through the fertile lands of Gujarat and also the fertile and productive lands of Maharashtra. यानी किसान को आखिर में कोई इस मुल्क में अब जय जवान जय किसान नहीं, जय जवान जय अंबानी जय अडानी हो गया।
जी, मतलब effectively what we are really saying is that, hey, listen, we are providing corporates with a huge window of opportunity to, as you rightly put it, to create new profits. As far as you guys are concerned, you can survive till such time as these guys earn their profits, and maybe, just maybe, there'll be a trickle-down effect, and you just might get saved. In the meantime, if you commit suicide, well, too bad. Isn't that what we're saying, Tushar?
Yes, it is, and but we must all know. I'm sorry if your channel is viewed by families. I'm sorry for the comment I'm going to make, but at least in India, the only thing that trickles down to the poor is shit.
Yes.
Nothing else trickles down to them ever. No benefits ever trickle down to them.
Right.
So let's not talk about this much hyped and absolutely dishonest trickle down.
Now over here, one more thing. I know this is not part of the main thrust of the budget. Nobody talks about it. It is not very fashionable to talk about it. But everybody praises it. हर कोई तारीफ करता है। जो प्रधानमंत्री जी की स्वच्छता योजना की बात है, you are talking about creating God knows how many lakh toilets all over the place, right? Now, what are these toilets going to be connected to? I don't understand. Is there a sewage system? Is there a drainage system that these toilets are going to be connected to? What is going on here?
उनको साफ करने को पानी कहाँ से लाएंगे?
That's right. That's what I want to know.
The groundwater is dropping alarmingly all over India. Where are they going to get additional water? So will the irrigation water will it be diverted to
these toilets?
Give a tap in the toilets, or then these toilets will be built with a fancy name on their doors and just lie fallow.
Right, that's what I want to know, because there doesn't seem to be any thought over here.
And Rajiv ji, one thing you must understand, this is a huge big scam, because if you look at it, every corporate now under the guise of CSR wants to build toilets because there are so many lollipops being offered by the government and so much money being offered from the government. So, उसी के नाम पे ये दूसरा एक और समाज सेवा के बहाने प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी का रास्ता है।
Right. Now, one second. I think Pradeep wants to talk to you. Pradeep, go ahead.
Kishanji, nothing for the farmers, as you said in the budget. So, is the government, Modi government's only law is starve the already existing farmers into land acquisition?
हाँ जी, ऐसी ये माहौल बना दो कि बेचारे के पास कोई चारा ही ना रहे, लैंड अपनी दे देने के बजाय।
जी.
Because
make them an offer they cannot refuse in the language of the Godfather.
That's right. Make them an offer, they can't refuse. That's exactly what seems to have happened. So, which means as far as the farmers are concerned, farmers are concerned, landless farmers, farm labor, very shortly, either you commit suicide or you leave your village and go and die in the city. Right.
Yep.
And so what are we doing about it? Are we going to do anything about it? Because the government, as you rightly said, has come out with an expression of intent which is there for all to see. We can all see it. What's going to happen? Tushar.
Well, I think this is going to lead to the hastening of the conflict of classes.
Right.
The conflict between the have too much and have nothing is imminent. And if this is the kind of attitude of the government, it is unavoidable also.
Absolutely.
They were talking about, I think before the Delhi elections, he suggested that those who believe in anarchy should join the Naxals.
Yes.
Maybe that was the indication of things to come.
लगता है बिल्कुल दुरुस्त बात है तुषार जी जो आप बोल रहे हैं वो बिल्कुल दुरुस्त है I don't find anything objectionable to that because considering the intent which has been made very very clear over here, it is either this way or you go to the jungle and do whatever it is that is required. Tushar, thank you very much for talking to us. Thank you so much. On a budget day which is not happy at all. Thank you so much. और चलते चलते आप लोगों को ये बता दें कि दोनों डीजल और पेट्रोल की कीमतें बढ़ा दी गई हैं बजट के बाद 3 रुपए डीजल की और 3 रुपए 18 पैसे पेट्रोल की प्रदीप चलते चलते You mean to say the finance minister did not know that he's going to be increasing diesel and petrol prices when he was making the budget speech? Pradeep?
It's impossible that he doesn't know. Everybody knows. As Tushar Gandhi, as you were talking, we are entering into a place in the stage of class conflict.
Yeah.
Where you've got capitalist tendencies, you want to promote capitalism, you want to promote all the industrialists at the same time. This profit is going to be achieved only by the exploitation of the poor, the labor class, the people who have got no say for them. As on today, no say for the farmers, no say for the middle class,
not just farmers,
like us, salaried class.
Pradeep ji, not just farmers.
There's no incentives.
There is no say for the rural poor. We are not just talking about farmers because everybody is not a farmer. There are farm hands, there are other people who provide other services even in the villages. यानी गांव के अंदर जो बेचारा भट्टे पे काम करता है, जो बेचारा लगान देता है, जो बेचारा who's a sharecropper, उसके लिए भी कुछ नहीं है। और तीसरी बात यह है कि भाई मेरी जेब में पैसा कैसे आएगा? ये जो आप बड़े-बड़े प्रोडक्ट्स की बात कर रहे हैं, बहुत बड़ी-बड़ी चीजों की बात कर रहे हैं, where is the money going to come from where I am concerned? Money is going to be there in the pockets of all the 31 industrialists that are around the establishment. But what about the rest of us? At least the railway budget was very clear. To end, now we really have run out of time. Pradeep, one last comment from you. The railway budget is very, very clear. We knew where we are going. Suresh Prabhu was absolutely clear. He has put out a roadmap and he has said, listen, I'm going to proceed this way. In this one, I don't see a roadmap.
Exactly. The rail budget, you had everything for the most poorest to poor. He said, I've got additional dabbas for you. Common man, aam aadmi ke liye, hum additional dabba de rahe hain. हर व्यक्ति के लिए आपको
and no hike in passenger fares.
There's no hike for students, for Wi-Fi facilities, for the people who wants to use Wi-Fi, road, rail attached together facilities, rail and road combined.
For the first time, integration of road and rail.
You got everything for every segment of the population. Here, even when you talk to experts, they fumble.
Yes.
Because they had great expectations. कल जब आपके शो में बात कर रहे थे, every
today they are in depression.
Yes.
They are all depressed.
They said our depression is because, or the entire low volume is because we have been continuously in debate since morning.
Nonsense.
But that enthusiasm, the fire, the energy was not there.
But I tell you what, Mr. Narendra Modi is a very wise man. Let me tell you again. He is a very astute politician. He's a very astute politician. He is not going to let this go. I am reasonably
But sir,
certain.
I would like to.
Yes,
Shailesh Hari Bhakti was very enthusiastic yesterday. Unfortunately, you don't have
we have
time
not
to
got
get
him today. I really would like to talk to him. I want
His
to know.
enthusiasm, his energy was just waiting to explode. He said, look at what's going to happen. Just see what's going to happen.
He's not
tomorrow.
available
Oh,
today.
The current account deficit is going to be wiped out. The physical deficits are going to be reduced. Things are moving. We're going towards prosperity.
This budget has just imploded, and I think it's going to blow up in the government's face. It's going to blow up in everybody's face. अच्छे दिन आएंगे कि नहीं आएंगे मुझे मालूम नहीं है, लेकिन इतना जरूर है कि अगर ये बजट कोई संकेत है, everybody tighten your belt, look after your savings, stop spending. If you're going to spend, you're going to be in real trouble. Right, Pradeep? That's it. That's all we've got for you in tonight's Inside Story. आज के Inside Story में सिर्फ इतना ही. As far as we are concerned, we'll of course be back with you tomorrow. Till then, keep watching Lemon News. याद रखें, जहाँ तक Lemon News का सवाल है, यहाँ पर सच के पीछे क्या है, सच के पीछे अंदर की कहानी क्या है, वो हम आपके सामने लाने की कोशिश करते हैं. मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आज भी जो हमारी कोशिश थी, वो चलिए आप उसको कितना अप्रिशिएट करेंगे, कितना नहीं, उसके बारे में जरूर लिखिए on insidestory@lemonnews.com, and of course you can send us your SMSs on 56767. Type out Lemon News, type out your name, type out the name of the city you're watching us in, and send in your SMSs on 56767. We'll of course be back with you tomorrow. Till then, keep watching Lemon News. Bye-bye.
Global advertisers, scaling new heights in outdoor media.